We should be live.
Well, welcome everyone to our second episode of Rites of Binding. We are in our second episode with Steps Forward. We don't really have too many extra announcements today, and we're just going to go right into it. Before this, we normally would ask for a recap by one of our lovely players, but today I will recap, and then next time around we'll randomize and see who has to recap for all of you who may or may not have been paying attention last time.
Oh God, please no.
Yikes.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna roll d6 and then we'll find out who has to recount it. But anyway,
I can tell you confidently, I don't remember anything.
I figured so, which is why I didn't randomize it today. To begin with, we start with the players just coming out of a large battle and the aftermath of it. After spending some time to recollect themselves and to get a breather for about a week, they were brought into a meeting between three different groups to ask them to perform some jobs that they may or may not accept. It is up to them, but they haven't really decided on too much of anything yet. They have some options and leads they're following. With one being the Regulus, who is a traitor among the kingdom, and the other being at least one of you wanting to visit some fortune-telling knowledge as we're waiting. So, without further ado, we will take place right back with the District of Creation, where Kai, Let, and Fern are talking with a dwarf paladin who seems to be familiar with like a person they knew named Panaben. And he looks around, looking to his fellow paladins beside him, then looks back to you guys and says again, I believe I've heard of her. I think she's been here, but there's been a lot of incomings and goings. Let me who are the three of you?
Friends from the tournament. We also know Pon from previous travels. She knows us. Tell them that Fern and Let are looking for her.
Yes. Okay. And do you belong to any specific group, or are you just citizens? What's your business?
I'm from the Meridian School, and I'm accompanying the rest of them, trying to keep them out of trouble and protect them when they do get into trouble. But I'm not.
We fought under an official name before. I don't know if it still holds true outside the tournament. Silver is set. I'm gonna get it right. Sentinels?
I thought it was the sentences.
Sentinels.
All right, that's probably right.
That. Yeah.
Well, I'm not really sure who. All right, Jonathan, and he turns to the guy next to him. Why don't you go and speak with Tyrius, and maybe he can find where she's at. He's like, all right, I guess, and he heads off, leaving the three of you waiting there.
I'll lean over to Let. You know, you think they would know us with how far we got in that tournament thing. Am I crazy?
I mean, I think you're right, but I think everybody should know me by my punches as it is.
It's not really the paladin's jobs to know everyone, especially by face. Their job is to protect people.
I mean, did you watch any of the tournament? It was pretty cool.
Well, as I'm still here in front of you guys, I just want to point out that I am more collecting information than anything else and seeing if you are working for any other group or just yourselves or whatnot.
Um, can I walk away now?
I mean,
Can I do
technically
that?
speaking, a lot of us are working for the king.
See, that's the kind of information I need to know.
Anything
Why
else?
they sent us? We should have dragged Sylvia. Fuck.
Isn't too long after that, the Jonathan comes back and says, he's kind of busy right now. He doesn't have any location on her yet. We can pass on a message and we can get it to her if she hasn't been deployed outside the city yet.
What should we write in our message? Sylvia says you have to be really polite when you write a message, but I don't know how to do that.
It should be simple, short, and to the point. Just say, remind her who you are, and ask her if she has any information on why there were so many paladins at the tournament.
Can we just ask what she said?
I'm gonna dig up paper and ink from my bag, which I have from.
You're a little quiet on our side. I don't know if you...
I turned it down because somebody said to turn it down.
Yeah, you
I
need
could also
to...
turn down your mic volume as well.
Yeah, turn up your mic volume, but turn down the volume of other speakers because I can hear myself when I'm speaking back in the microphone.
Well,
Okay. I'll fix that later.
Okay.
do you have any, like a piece of paper you're going to give me?
Yeah, I'll write something out and give it to him. Just say, oh god, what should I say?
I don't know, whatever she just said. I have no idea how to write things.
Yeah, you're looking at me to write things?
Hey,
Me?
I never learned the alphabet. This isn't my job.
I barely know the alphabet.
You know more than I do.
Dictate and you just write it down?
Can you just write it down? I don't think Fern can write it down. I can't write it down. My hands are meant for punching, not for writing. Somebody else is going to have to write this down. It's not going to be me.
You dictate, I will write.
That sounds like a plan. All right. You need to introduce yourselves, be polite about it. I don't know, say,
Should I write that?
no, not yet. I'm trying to think of a greeting that's not rude.
I was just gonna
Say-
write Pokemon.
Saying good morning helps.
Good morning. Let's start with that.
Good
morning.
Good morning.
I hope you remember us. We are Fern and Let, as we were part of the Silver Sentinels group. We were wondering if you had any information about why there were so many paladins.
Slow down. How do you spell sentinels?
Sentin.
Something like that.
Something. If there, why you got me messed up. We're part of the Silver Sentinels and wanted to know if you had any information about why there were so many paladins before the attack. There was an attack, right?
Yeah, it was. Pretty devastating.
Yeah. So just simple, and then Mari, thank you at the end. Thank you.
Should we tell her to meet us somewhere, like up the castle where we're staying?
If they're too busy to get to find her now, she might not have time to come meet us. You could tell her where we're staying. But say if you want to see us, that's fine. Or if you can just get us a message, that would be great too. We need to be polite. Theoretically.
So I'm gonna write all that. Right, thank you you at the end. Sign it Fern and Let and our new friend Kai. And give it over to the dwarf paladin, what he was.
Mhm.
And it's worth noting the penmanship, terrible. The spelling, horrible. Legible? Maybe. But it's
As long as she can read it.
Yeah, he takes it and looks it over, furrows his brow a bit, then pulls it nicely and then hands it to Jonathan, and he says, "Take it back over to him." And he's like, "All right, I guess," and starts jogging off with a huff, and leaving you guys still there.
cool. We need anything else, or can we go? Because I don't really want to hang out here.
I don't think they want us here, and we can't really help. So, yeah, let's just get out of here.
Can we go buy some candies now then?
We got 5,000 coins. Why not?
I think we should go find the generally better than good store.
Superstore.
Yeah, the superstore. Sorry.
Yeah, superstore.
Yeah.
We go to the superstore. D&D, folks, where you spend, 10 minutes dictating a note.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you guys will head over that direction. Then we'll turn ourselves to Sylvia, who is still at the castle right now.
Yes, I am in search of somebody who can arrange rooms for us or something, because the city is in ruins and we are not going to go stay at an inn if I have anything to say about it.
Yeah. Who you look for?
I'm assuming there's somebody like, somebody who's what's the word I'm looking for?
Like head of house?
Like
head servant?
Yeah.
One thing
Like
that has
that,
been very obvious with your stay is that even with your position, they limit you to where you can go, and anywhere that you can go is under watchful eye of the guards. So
Okay, then I would ask the
yeah,
guards.
even servant-wise, they you don't
somebody.
interact with any servants.
I would ask the guards to find somebody then.
Yeah, you go up to one of them, and they're like, "I'm sorry, ma'am, but we don't take orders from you." They just stand there.
Can you help me at all?
Under the current lockdown and protection, we are not ordered to leave our posts under any means other than our fellow officers. So,
Yes, but can you give me any information that is helpful whatsoever?
most of it's classified. If you want to go talk to any of the family members that are still here, you can. The room down the hallway over that way. You're cleared to go through there.
Okay, then I'm gonna go through there and look for Sasha.
Yeah. So you head down the hallway there, and it comes to a large, kind of expansive library. It's mostly in disrepair at this point. I mean, the tomes themselves aren't damaged, as you might expect, but it's mostly the large paned windows are mostly broken in. Most of the wooden furniture and decorative pieces are either damaged or broken themselves. So when you enter in there, all you see is Ankara, who is the youngest family member of the royal family, and she's seems to be the only one there, other than the guards and so forth that are kind of keeping watchful eye, as well as some other what seem to be high-ranking officials. But she's just sitting on her own, just kind of watching everything that's going on.
Does she acknowledge me?
She sees you. She doesn't make any motion to gesture you to her, but she, again, seems just to be watching everybody doing their thing.
Okay. I will go up to her and say, Princess Ankara, how wonderful to see you.
Yes. Is there something you need, Sylvia?
Yes, I was trying to find a servant to see if I could arrange place for my comrades and I to stay, since we are intending to work for the king on a project mission.
Oh, that's a yes. I think
Ours were most unhelpful.
I would, yeah, I would, I could ask my father, but
Oh, if that's not
he's
too
kind of
much
busy at the
trouble,
moment.
as I
Do you
would
know how long
expect.
you're gonna be staying here for?
Potentially for a week.
Well, I could inquire about it. I don't got anything else to do.
If you wouldn't mind, I would greatly appreciate it.
Okay. And she goes back to looking at the random people in the room.
Okay.
The guy just like puts her hand on her head like this and just kind of watches.
In the meantime, I will explore the library, or what's left of it.
Yeah. Is there anything you specifically you're looking for?
Anything that maybe I wouldn't be able to normally access? I don't know.
Why don't you do an investigation check and then we can kind of see the quality of items you can find.
Okay. Did that go through?
Okay.
Yes, it did.
So with a 21, you can find is a variety of tomes. The issue isn't really quality, it's just more rarity. A lot of this is high quality books. Most of them are just to fill the shelves, like just like large, vast encyclopedias that don't really have any intrinsic value unless you're looking for something hyper specific. There's nothing too much that's specialty. Anything that was specialty seems to be damaged. If you're looking for anything of higher knowledge or rare, you probably want to go to the library within Lux itself. But this library seems to be more of a personal collection that's mostly historical documents and things.
Gotcha. Would I find anything relating to the aspects of creation?
Let's roll again. Do another investigation check. Or you can do a religion check.
I'm gonna go with investigation. That's a way higher stat.
I figured you would. Yeah.
Wow.
26. Okay. So let's take a look at what you would know. The Okay. So you get very similar information than you kind of got yesterday, but you can kind of add a bit more to it in that there is some written down records for the aspect of strength and dexterity. These just happen to be in some different kind of narratives and stories that were from previous family members. As of right now, it seems that the aspect of strength is in the central south part of the continent, so near the Wadactic Bay. So it seems to travel itself along the bay in terms of cities and whatnot. An aspect of dexterity is somewhere just to the south. It's made several appearances in the Great Woods. It's been seen in Alan Elenar, but has been lost to, again, time, in that there's references of it, but only in brief snippets.
Okay.
Anything
Good
else?
idea looking for that. That was clever.
Would there be any like specific information about Voldara here, or would I just be better looking at in the Grand Library?
I'll continue using that 26. It's most of any record of her has been mostly wiped clean. So either you'll reach the page that you're looking for and then it's either removed, or you will get to the specific page and it's all crossed out. A lot of the knowledge that you can kind of gain from it is very just basic, who she is, what kind of things she does, even just like general historical things that deal with the Creation War. But that's kind of it.
Okay.
I'm putting a question as to why on my questions list. Thanks.
Add that to the murder board.
Oh, definitely.
I think that's all that I would look for at this point.
Okay. Then we'll end your time here at the castle. Anyway, at this point, you guys, only one group of you I think has a decisive where they want to go. Gorfrak, did you end up picking a direction you wanted to head to next?
I think I'll meet up with a group of 3 at the Generally Better Than Good Superstore.
Okay. Yeah. And Sylvia, did you have a specific place that you wanted to go, or do you just want to stay in the castle for now?
Is it Generally Better Than Good store like where the fortune teller is? I can't remember.
It's in the Bazaar of Wonder, so yes.
Right. Okay, I would probably go to the Bazaar of Wonders.
Okay. So we will have the group of you head over there. Sylvia, since you are pretty much the farthest away from everyone here, it'll take some time for you to reach this interaction. But we'll start with the group of 3 and then now 4 kind of meeting up as you're approaching it. If you I remember, the Generally Better Than Good store is just a typical general store that has a variety of needs and services. There's only one that has a larger variety, and that is the Super Generally Better Than Good store, which is located here. It has just a little bit larger variety and selection than you normally would, but you can pretty much get anything that you can kind of find in the player's handbook that's non-magical. Plus some magical ones, but it's mostly like a plus ones for weapons and things. So what would you like to get?
Please note that Kai is here just to make sure that the others don't get into trouble or like fall down a hole or anything, because that's what she's decided. These people are like, that's the level.
You
doesn't want it.
You already know.
Yeah, you've already like saved one of their lives, just because again, there's giant holes around where there used to be water and now there's no water. So some of them might get distracted about a few different things, and you have prevented it, I would say, at the most.
Very good. That's the only reason I'm here.
Is Gorfrak here?
Yeah, Gorfrak arrives around the same time as you.
I was already here.
Yeah.
I'm going to run up to her and give her a good hug, a big hug, and say, I'm so glad you're safe. Where did you go?
Oh, I just needed to get some answers, I guess would be a good way to say it.
Did they sell those here?
In a way. I think I ended up with more questions than answers, but I guess I didn't know the questions were there to begin with.
Which aisle are the answers on? Which aisle did you find those on?
Aren't really aisles here? Like it's like around its like stalls and things.
I don't know. You said that you found answers here, and I would love to go buy some.
It's not really something you can buy. I mean, I went and saw the fortune teller, but she is what she is.
I thought you meant you got it from the Generally Better Than Good store. I was really confused.
But there's a Generally Better Than Good store here? I didn't know.
I think you've all been here before.
You've been here.
We've definitely all been here at least once or
I wasn't
twice.
paying attention. I wasn't.
Yes,
paying
it has the wall of candies with all the flavors.
I don't think I was there.
I don't remember. It's been like several months since I think you've actually been in the store. So, I mean, you're there now. You can definitely experience it. But it is separate from the bazaar. It's like you have the bazaar itself, which has a lot of the more exotic and diverse set of goods, while the generally better than good storage is very traditional stuff.
Well, you want to come check it out? Because Let and Kai are going to go. I think Let's got their eye on
Sure,
pretty
I'll
much
go
every
with you
piece of
guys.
candy they can buy.
Let's already in the store with their hat tipped over, filling it with every type of candy, multiples of each type, screaming
And
the
Kai is
whole way
looking
down the
not
aisle.
concerned.
Yeah, she should be concerned.
I don't know if diabetes
imitate the
exists
scream?
in this world, but she's concerned about you becoming a diabetic.
That's fair. And no, I will not be imitating the screen because I respect the fact that other people are listening to this.
Thank you.
And you call me the child of the group?
That's fair. That's fair.
How many kinds
Well,
of candy?
so I probably should ask then, in how much in weight of candy are you getting?
How much do you think one piece of candy costs? Or weighs,
Oh
not
my
It was a
costs.
few copper last time.
It's a few copper each, and one probably weighs like 1/10 of an ounce, so maybe 2 grams, something like that. And then everybody watching is screaming at my math that has any concept of math. Let's see. So if they're about 2 grams, let's say they're about 2 grams each. And how many types of candy would you say there are here?
Probably over like 50.
Okay, so then that would be 100 grams. How much would 100 grams of candy weigh?
You're asking the
Weight
wrong
or
person
cost?
here.
Did you just ask how much?
Yeah,
one
I
of
did
the
ask how
grams
much they
weigh?
would weigh. I meant to say cost. Oh my god.
Okay, fine.
50.
Okay.
50,
50?
I think.
Sure, why not? Nathaniel, is that a
I'm
sufficient
looking
answer?
for pounds here
Pounds?
for D&D Beyond. So you have to put it into pounds. Whatever your total is going to be in, it has to be in pounds.
All right, wait.
Okay,
how
convert
much?
it to pounds.
When did this become a math stream? I'm not out of conversion class.
Well, when you have to say, I'm going to take all of the candy that I
Yeah.
can take.
Okay, there are
I'm a scientist.
453 grams in a pound. So
Wait,
if
where
I've
did
bought
you
at least
metric
50 grams, then that's
You're
1/10
going to
of
buy
a pound
of
roughly.
candy? Is that just what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy a pound of candy.
Okay. So we could have all just went with that if you just
Yeah.
going grams.
We really could have. We really could have.
Okay.
Had to make it realistic. Come on.
Yeah, that's
yes,
true.
in our high fantasy world of dragons and magic and orcs, let's
Oh,
bring
man.
realism into this.
So in D&D Beyond, do put in there a pound of assorted candies.
Okay.
How
much did it cost?
It would, for the sake of ease here, we'll just say it costs 3 gold.
Okay. That's expensive.
You just got 5,000. I think you can afford it.
Yeah, you're
There's
right.
probably different ones that have different like prices. So like these are like marble size. So like I'm imagining like to get to that pound mark is going to be quite a bit.
How
But
are
then
you
again, I
gonna
don't go
carry
around
all the-
measuring candy and the weight of it.
I'm literally inputting pound of various candies.
Okay. So we got that out of the way. The rest of you, do you want anything else at the store?
I have a horticulture section at this store.
I don't think so.
Mm.
Do they have a book section? Or
They have one specific job, and that is very general goods. So if it branches out into something that's specialty, it's not going to work out.
General goods and candy.
Yeah. Like I said, anything you can kind of find in the player's handbook under just equipment, plain equipment, that's what's here.
I'm just standing there watching let go from one side of the candy ball to the other.
Honestly, the only
Yeah,
neat
really
thing here
Thank
is the candy dispensers, just because they have to have a centralized source of having all their candy.
Has Sylvia reached us yet?
I think she's making her way to the district, but again, I don't know if she's wanting to go to the Generally Better Than Good store.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the fortune teller, not the generally better than good store. If I hear some havoc from the generally better than good store, maybe I'll come investigate.
Stop!
Yeah.
Just bought all our candy.
I think Gorfrak watches Let buy all this candy and just kind of rolls her eyes and walks out.
That sounds right.
Tries to find
I have a
somewhere
question.
quiet.
If I as Kaya wander away to join Sylvia at the fortune teller, can I trust Let and Fern to be obsessed with the candy enough that when I get back, they will still be at the candy store?
You'll just
Probably
have
not.
to see.
It's okay.
Or just drag them along.
Hey,
Yeah, you're just
Just
gonna
be
have to
there.
find out.
Or just drag us along, you know.
Hey, Fern, you said you wanted to find answers. Let's go to the fortune teller. I bet they have answers. I've heard there's a fortune teller here.
Yeah, we met her, but I'm still trying to there's so many candies. Yeah.
The candy will be here when you get back, and they might be able to give you an answer as to what candy you want.
At this point, Let is now following Kaya without a single word of comment and is just holding a piece of candy out for Fern to reach up and grab. And has a mouthful of various types of candy that are just spilling out of their mouth.
That can't
Delicious.
good all together like that.
Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to respond. So it'd be something like just walking.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Fantastic.
Okay, so
Wait for the fortune teller.
yeah, I think Gorfrak, you kind of run into Sylvia, and of course Sylvia mentions that she's going to the fortune teller, and I think there's kind of this weird stream that kind of all heads over to her. So she comes out of her caravan. Forgot the name of it, but
Wagon.
yeah, her wagon. Yes, that's what I was looking for. I'm trying to figure that out. She comes out of it right as you're all approaching,
wagon.
and she says, "Oh, welcome back. I didn't expect you so soon, Gorfrak, and your friends."
I was very interested in coming to see you. Gorfrak mentioned she found answers here, and you can never have too many answers. And I somehow managed to convince these two to follow me. I'm supposed to protect them, so we're all here.
This is our new friend Kai. She's cool.
Thank you. I think you're cool too.
It's a pleasure to
Internally,
meet you.
Kai's like pleading for someone to save her, but outwardly, she's very polite.
Sylvia, she thinks I'm cool.
It's nice
the
to meet you
littlest
as well.
things with you.
Well, what can I help you with?
I think Sylvia's questions are more pressing than mine.
I was simply going to request another reading, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course, I did it for your friend Gorfrak, and I can do the same for all of you.
Yes, please.
Please come in. And she goes inside.
I follow.
Same.
I'm gonna stay outside and try and get Lit to share their candy.
I'm also gonna stay outside.
I think Let would just willingly offer the candy. I don't think it would be hard to get them to share.
And
You got a lot now.
Yeah.
before I go inside, I look at Gorfrak and I'm like, please, please. I know you're part of this group, but please don't let anyone die while I'm in there. And then I go inside.
She's so protective.
What you don't know is that Gorfrak and Sylvia are the two responsible ones, so they'll be fine.
Very
I
good.
think she already knows that.
I think out of pure curiosity,
Sylvia, yes.
though.
Gorfrak, maybe not.
I think out of pure curiosity, Let would probably go in too, so they'd probably take a big fat handful of candies, drop them in Fern's lap, and then walk in and follow the other two.
Nice. Just sit and share with Gorfrak.
Yeah. As you get to get inside again, the same displays of incense, random assortment of books, trinkets, the like. She goes to her little spot where she's been shuffling her cards up and waits for the rest of you to either take a seat, stand. At this point, there is a lot of you, so I think she might be running out of chairs here.
I stand and kind of sneaky wander closer to the books.
Okay, all right. Anything else
I
for
would
anyone
sit
else?
down.
Are they going to stand? Are they going to sit?
I think I would probably sit down. I think Lev would sit down.
Okay. How about Fern or Sylvia?
I stayed outside.
Oh, I said I would sit down.
Okay. Yeah, so she begins shuffling her cards up, and doing very much what Gorford had told yesterday, and proceeds to do something very similar for each. The first card, of course, is the three building, the same like building city design with it fractured in 3 different pieces, slightly apart, as if they are like trying to fit the pieces together again. And then for everyone who is participating in her fortune telling, everyone needs to roll a d20. And you'll have to see what you get here.
Holy crap.
Oh, wow. So
What
we
was it?
have 2 19s.
The same card?
Yeah, they'll get the same card. Oh man, okay. Kai, did you want to participate?
Yeah, I do. I'm still trying to get my stupid fucking screen to zoom out.
No worries. And then Fern, you weren't participating, correct? Okay.
Correct.
Give me a second.
While you're doing that, I will read off what both Let and Sylvia get. As she shuffles it up, she actually deals it the identical cards to the two of you at the same time, and says, and the card has a black dragon on it, and kind of just has a like almost like a playing card style look to it. It just has nice frilly flowery designs along the edges, and there's just the dragon in the center of it, but it does kind of have this like tapestry kind of look to it. And then she says, every story needs its hero and its villain and its monster. A villain must be the thing of power, handled with delicacy and grace. He must be wicked enough to excite our aversion, strong enough to arouse our fear, human enough to awaken some of the transient gleam of sympathy. And we want to triumphant over its downfall, something that you too will have trouble with. You'll need to understand what is coming and how to fight it, because the odds are not in neither of your favors. Add that card to your inventory, as you have the card of villainy.
I don't like the sound of that.
Were you able to get the work, Faith, or do
No,
you want
but
me to roll it for you?
I managed to pull up my character thing, but I'm still new to this, so I don't know how to roll a d20.
So go to the actual chat in
Yes.
Foundry. Do
Is
the
this a
slash
roll?
Yeah. Like that, but instead of the roll and the backslash separate, smush the two together. And see what you get.
Mother.
Smush is a technical term.
The card was
That's-
called the Card of Villainy, right?
Card of villainy.
Terrifying, thank you.
Can you roll for me? This is not letting me do it.
Yeah, I can do it.
Thank you.
You rolled a 6. So you got. Oh, okay. So you see a purple tiefling with a kind of elegant dress
Motherfucker.
that
Sorry.
you almost had it there.
Yeah.
An elegant dress that kind of reminiscent of the cosmos, and it says, "Fate is never fair. You are caught in a current match, stronger than you struggle against it. You'll drown not just yourself, but to those who will end up trying to save you. Every person has the power to change their fate if they're brave enough to fight what they desire more than anything. It is a powerful ally and an enemy. Be wary." You receive the card of fate.
I don't
Can
know
you
how many
repeat that?
answers I just got.
Can you repeat that? Because you faded out for me and my notes didn't get it all.
Yeah, Nathaniel, you definitely were fading out a lot.
Okay.
I think you were turning away from your mic.
Yeah, it's called. I have to look at several different screens.
Yeah, same here, bud.
So I'll repeat it without the specialty voice here. Fate is never fair. You are caught in a current much stronger than you are. Struggling against it, you'll drown not just yourself, but those who are trying to save you. Every person has the power to change fate if they are brave enough to fight for what they desire more than anything. It is a powerful ally and an enemy. Be wary.
I feel like literally none of us should have stepped in this tent.
Well, that's luck of the draw.
Gotta admit, I'm a little frustrated because this whole being caught in a situation that I don't want to fucking be in.
Wow, dice
Yeah.
really
That's
rolled
that.
well.
So anyway,
You see why I was like, nope.
Anyway,
the final card is the same as prior, so nothing too different there.
I've written it in my notes.
Yep, the purple stone, evening sky, the city that is now repaired.
I'm sorry, purple stone? Missed that the first time around.
Yeah, there was a stone, a rock. Let me check your notes here, and I can verify. Because I do believe I mentioned that last time.
You probably
you did.
did, I just missed it.
Okay.
You talked so fast that I couldn't get everything.
Yeah, the stone rock at the bottom is purple.
Noted. Probably irrelevant, but with Nathaniel, you never know, so...
All right. Anything else you'd like to do? And she gives you the cards, of course, and then she shuffles it back into her deck.
Can I, with her permission, can I open the books and rifle through them and see if there's anything interesting in them? If she says no, it's okay.
You ask, and she gets up and kind of looks over the shelves, and she picks one out for you.
Yay!
And on it is in a language you're not really familiar with. It's on the title of the book, but you don't know what it is, and then it just has different stories in it.
Can I ask her what language it is?
I'm not entirely sure myself. It's been lost to time, but it certainly has very interesting stories and things. To note, the actual stuff that is written inside it is in stuff you can read, which is just plain common.
Okay. Can I keep it?
She laughs at that comment and says, "No, I would like it. Still, it has provided me some use."
That is like the epitome of playing the character as yourself. That is a very faith move.
Can I flip through it and see if there's anything useful in it? Like, skim it?
Yeah. Why don't you do a luck check? So that's literally the same thing you did last time. So what you typed in, put a space in between roll and the 1d20, and get rid of the space between the backslash and roll. There you go. So you rolled a 9 and a luck check. You flip through it, you read it a bit. It's interesting. That's kind of it.
Sorry, excuse my excitement at mastering technology.
It's warranted.
Excuse me. You have traveled all over the continent, have you not?
I have.
Have you ever come across an aspect of creation?
I certainly have.
Care to share?
When was it? Oh, yes. I encountered an older man who, I believe was a spellcaster mage. I don't remember of what type. He was an older fellow. He was kind enough. But he did have what I believe you're referring to it as an aspect. Correct me if I'm wrong for the if I get this wrong, but it was in the appearance of an orange bear. It was like an armlet he wore.
It's possible that was an aspect.
I tried to see if I could get it from him, but he was very adamant about keeping it. But I think he lives. He lives in pretty far away to the southwest. You want to head by boat.
Do you remember his name? Or anything about him? Besides that he was kind of old?
It's been a while. Old. He liked using pyrotechnics.
Who the hell is this guy?
He has a walking stick that he uses.
Oh my god.
He dresses in like a quilted clothes. It's
Gotta be honest, this guy sounds kind of weird.
Was he human?
I believe so.
Okay.
So you believe so. Does that mean there's a possibility he's not? Because any information you could give us to narrow our search.
Well, magic can obscure the appearance of people and the like. So
Really?
it's difficult to say for sure he was human or not. He had long enough hair that it covered his ears, so I can't determine if he was an elf or not. He was certainly taller than a dwarf, so I would assume at least he's human in that regard. He had human-like features.
Could you feel any magic coming off of him, or can you sense magic, or do you have any tricks up your sleeve like that?
Well, he did have an aspect of creation, so it's kind of hard to say, no, I did not feel any magic, but that could have been just blinding me to anything else he was doing.
All right.
And if he's a mage wizard, of course you would sense something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. That is very helpful.
Of course.
Thank you for letting me look at your book.
Yes, it is good to see someone as interested in these stories as I am. But please, I shouldn't keep you here any longer. Have a good rest of your time within the city.
You as well?
I guess.
I'll probably be leaving soon.
Let without saying a word is gonna slam down a few candies on the table as a tip and just walk out.
Okay.
I love Let.
What is her
I-
reaction to that?
He's kind of unfazed.
That seems about right.
I mean,
I
she's
simply-
seen some shit. She just described this
Yeah.
guy. This shouldn't weird her out at all.
I simply say thank you for the reading and kind of hide my face as I walk out because I'm embarrassed to be associated.
Yeah, yeah. He'll take the book back and kind of like slide it back into
Yeah.
its spot and wave the rest of you out.
Walk out on Fern and Gorfrak. Fern, hey, here, try this one. It's the same color as you. It's a light blue.
Well, that was certainly helpful and obfuscating at the same time.
You could say that again. While you were at the palace, did you manage to find us any place to stay?
Well, the guards were most unhelpful, and I could not find any servants. However, I did speak with Ankara, and she seemed to think she could work something out for us.
All right.
Ankara, not Ankara. What time of day is it at this point?
Around noon.
We
Noon,
can
kind
go
of
get
like
something to eat.
afternoon.
Are you sure Let's going to be hungry after all that candy?
Let's always hungry.
Yeah, Let's always hungry.
Their appetite
Good
is
information to have.
insatiable. Insatiable.
Yeah.
Speaking of Let, I turn to Let and I ask, whatever happened with that archaeologist lady?
Oh, I forgot she existed.
I mean,
Yeah,
she
me
was
too.
so interested in you when you first met her. I'm surprised she left you alone.
She might be dead.
Well-
We'll just have to find out. I don't know. She was kind of annoying.
What did she
Who
say to
might
me?
be dead?
Well, I mean, didn't the whole world just basically like blow up in this entire region? She might have died.
No, just the city.
When she was in the city, she might have died. We'll have to find out.
So I learned from the fortune teller that she saw an old mage wizard type in the southwest of the country had an aspect of creation. So that's certainly a lead to go on.
Did she know which one?
No, she merely described it as an orange bear arm, or it was an orange bear sort of gem. It sounds like in the form of an armlet. So
Well,
possibly fortitude. No,
yeah,
constitution.
they were. It could be strength. Bears are strong.
Could be. But
I don't know.
typically,
I'm
isn't
trying to be
the
helpful.
aspect of strength seen as a bull?
I don't know anything. I think better when I'm not hungry.
That's what the Grand Herald
that a
said. All
hint?
right, then let's find some food. If there are any is that actually are going to serve edible food around here.
Gorford, you look
I
good.
would
You
not
should
hold
make
my
us.
breath.
Gorford? Gorford.
Orprak, you were being paged.
Well, I can't hear
Wave
her
my hand in front of her
at all.
face. Gorfrak!
What?
You want to pick the place? You look sad.
Honey, I cannot hear you.
Is my audio coming through for anyone else?
I can hear her.
I sometimes can, other times it gets quiet.
You're so
Mhm.
quiet.
Hold on.
Yeah, hey bud, why don't you exit and come back?
Or if you want to, we can come to a break for a bit because we're going to be at the hour mark.
Yeah, we
And
are
we
at
can
the
come back
hour
here.
mark. Yeah. Would everybody like a 5-10 minute break?
Yeah, well, that's what
Yeah?
we'll do.
Okay,
Sorry.
viewers, we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Please enjoy this loading screen with lore.
Welcome back, everyone, from our break. So you guys were kind of debating about where you wanted to go and what to do. So the question is, what do you want to do?
I think Fern's stomach is screaming right now.
Okay.
It's very realistic to real life.
Yeah, we better get some food.
Agreed.
Yeah, I guess that sounds fine.
Yes.
I'm full of candy, but sure.
For the sake of ease through this here, we're just going to wipe by it and just someone cover the bill of a gold.
Not me. I just dropped a ton on candy. Somebody else pay for it.
Those ghosts.
Last was last.
Dang it. All right, I'll drop the gold. I'll drop the gold.
Okay.
Do you guys want to use your Orbs of Wonder while we're in town?
No.
Sorry, I couldn't find my mute button. Could
Are the
someone
Tabaxi
remind
traders
me?
still here?
Could someone remind me what the wondrous orbs of things, or the wondrous orb of things, what they do?
Orb of wondrous things.
Yeah, the orb of wondrous things. Could someone remind me what those do?
They have 3 different things you can use them for. You can go to the fortune teller, and she can either respec your class or abilities, or increase one of your ability scores by 1. You can also go to the Tabaxi caravan and get a random magic item if you wish.
The random magic item, is it one of those things where we could trade the orb in and get a rock that they say is magical, but there's no proof? Or
it will, for the sake of helping you out here, it is it'll be a magic of some renown, but it could just be a common thing like a health potion, or it could be all the way something extremely powerful. You just don't know.
But something actually useful, not just
Yes.
snake oil. Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious, though.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. If I was a DM, I would
You
definitely
want to get
that
for
would be-
incredible things, and you just wasted it. I'm gonna go ahead and use mine on a stat boost.
Okay. That's back at the fortune teller. Does anyone else want to do that with her? Otherwise, is that it?
I think that's it for everyone else.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go to the Tabaxi traders.
All right. So for you, Gorfrak, you head back up to her as she is exiting her caravan once again, her wagon, and you ask her if you can spend your orb. She does the process of it as the party you've seen before, but she sets it down on a little pedestal. She draws some sigils, some lines, and draws the magic out of it. Taking a piece of it for herself, as well as imbuing the rest into you. Into which stat would you like?
I'm gonna take another point in wisdom, so I have a +3 now.
Okay. Increase your stat total by 1, and there you go. And then she takes the now empty magic orb and just sets it aside. Okay. And yes, let.
Am I even allowed to use magical items as a monk?
Yes, you can. There's certain items that, like a greatsword, for example, you can't use, but
Okay.
like the ring you have is magic.
That's true. Can I actually go see what the Tabaxi have then, and then decide from there if I want to do a stat skill or if I want to buy something?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'd like to do then.
I would like to do that as well.
Yeah, sorry for the late decision making there.
Yeah, we can always go back to it. It's no worries there. Okay. So you head over to the boxies. They are almost looking to pack up shop. It looks like but they spot you and wave you into a tent that has a variety of items of magical or non-magical is debatable. It is a portion of it seems to be incredibly unique, like glowing weapons and things or armor, and then other things just look plain like a simple, silly-looking rod. But as you approach in, you do see Dream of Days, who is the main bender of the magic, if you will. And she is talking with Misty Feather, her brother.
Also, the tent's bigger on the inside. Everybody needs to know that the tent is bigger on the inside.
Yes, it is bigger on the inside. At the stalls themselves, there are 5 different items that you can purchase outright if you wish, or you can go up to her and spend your orb if you wish. The items that are there is a Sword of Life Stealing, Wand of Webs, Cloak of Steve, Drift Globe, and a Potion of Climbing.
Use Cloak of Steve.
Yes.
You can replace your yourself with a indeterminate guy named Steve, particularly someone that you know personally. Yeah, it's been here a few times that they've been here.
Can you remind me what the drift globe does?
It is a floating light, so you cast it and it casts daylight and creates light and whatnot.
I think I desperately need that.
Right?
Yeah, I need that so bad after the amount of times we've just been in the dark and my little human eyes can't see anything.
Yeah, it is uncommon, so it is 750 gold pieces.
Oh boy, I might not have that.
You do.
You have 5K in gold.
Oh yeah, wait, what was I looking at?
Oh wait, Avery was being for real about that. I thought that was sarcasm.
Oh, no, the way I was looking at my money, it looked like the 5,000 was next to my silver pieces. So, I apologize. I can afford that and I would like to buy it.
Okay.
Remind me how much it was.
750 gold pieces.
Thank you. I will be purchasing this and adding it to my inventory now.
Okay, yeah, add it to your inventory and do all the associated things with it.
I would like to go over and look at the glowing weapons, please.
Like I said, they're glowing weapons, but as you approach and take a little bit of a perceptive eye, you can tell that they're like more decorative than anything.
Useless.
Yeah. Or maybe they're not. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of magic that is blowing up in this room.
Mm.
But the only ones for sale are currently the Sword of Life Stealing and the Wand of Webs.
What does the Wand of Webs do?
Yes.
I'm
The
assuming
spell web.
as it implies, but okay.
Yeah.
How much is that?
It is... Hang on here. It's actually called like a Wand of Web, but I added an S at the end of it. It is 750 gold as well. It has 7 charges. You can use one of the charges to cast the web spell.
That's not
3
worth
charges.
7 per day or total?
Total, and then you regain charges 1d6 plus 1 every day.
What's the other item? Sword of Life Stealing?
Sword of Life Stealing.
I'm assuming that...
Explain.
Yeah, is
It
self-explanatory.
does as it implies. It steals life.
But does it have
Okay.
one use, multiple uses? Is this environmentally friendly, or is this single-use waste?
No, it is constant. When you attack a creature with this magic weapon, you roll a d20 on the attack roll. That takes a 10 extra necrotic damage if it isn't a construct or undead. Then you gain 10 temporary hit points.
Can non-magic users use this?
Yes, anybody can use it as long as you can use the weapon itself, and it's a sword.
Gotcha.
Where you said the orb, whatever.
Yeah.
It could be used to increase an attribute. That I assume that means like the wisdom, charisma,
Yes, it'll
etc.
increase it by 1.
Where you said the
Faith, are you alive?
please.
I was literally about to ask if I just lost connection.
Me too.
So, does anyone want to buy anything else here or use an orb?
If they smash the orb, is it only like one of the 5 things that are on display, or is it?
No, it's completely random using some different tables I have set
Okay.
up.
And we have to use our orbs like now or never?
They're moving on. And as of right now, you don't have a way of calling them back to you. And you have no idea when they're coming back. If you remember anyway, you only met these people one other time outside of the city.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm hanging on to mine, so you probably can.
Yeah, they'll be around. It just, as a heads up, you're going to be sitting on it for a while, probably.
I'm cool with that.
On second thought, I think I'm gonna go do an ability score improvement.
Okay.
Man, I'm really trying to determine like what's the opportunity cost here and like what's
Mm-hmm.
Don't sweat it too much.
We've gone from a math stream to an economics stream.
yeah.
I don't trust you enough to use my orb for anything but a skill like one of to improve my attributes because I don't trust you. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
It's just a dice roll. That's all it is. It's a fully randomized mechanic, so you can do whatever you would like with them. I do believe you should have 2 Kai to use if you'd like.
I do. I'm using one and hoarding the other.
Cool. Okay.
I'm so stressed out. For all of our viewers watching, this is how I also make all of my life decisions. I stress for a really long time, make a decision, and then I'm immediately mad about it.
Which is why we're friends, because same.
So, Fern isn't going to use for anything. Corfrak, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Sylvia, you want ability score increase instead.
Yes.
Okay. Which one did you want?
Wisdom.
Okay. Increase your wisdom by 1. Kai, which one did you want to increase?
Intelligence.
Okay. Increase your intelligence by 1. Do both of you know how to do that?
Man,
Okay.
Let has like an intelligence of 0. I'm starting to wonder if that wouldn't be the worst idea.
Note that if it isn't an odd number, it will not increase to the next number.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
plus 1. That leaves you, Let.
I'm gonna sit on this. I'm gonna sit on it like a goose egg and hope that it hatches something beautiful.
Okay, it's not going to grow or do anything different, so you can wait.
A girl can dream, Nathaniel. A girl can dream.
Yeah, I'm just prioritizing your expectations.
Fair.
Okay. With that done, where would you like to go now?
Wait, Nathaniel, there is something I want to do while they're all deliberating.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I just want to make a roll to liberate something from some pockets.
So in this specific room, it is the party and those 2, the Misty Feather and Dream of Days.
Oh no, I was gonna wander outside to the streets and just see what I can grab.
Just start stealing.
Okay.
The innocent child
Yes.
with fang teeth is about to rob a bunch of people.
All right, stealth and sleight of hand.
Listen, if I don't exist to cause problems, why am I here?
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
Damn, that was a natural 19. Shit!
Okay.
See,
So
25 and 21. I'm good at these things.
Yeah, you're not spotted, and you pilfer some pockets in the nearby alleyways and such. You gain, in total, a single gold coin.
Nice. I will take it.
Yeah, you can distribute that with like bronze or silver, how much as you want, but in total, it is worth 1 gold coin.
That is all.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently Fern doesn't know how to choose a good mark.
Yeah, it's as if everyone probably lost all their life savings in the nearby areas. So
Weird how that happened.
yeah. What do you guys want to do now?
I think we're kind of just waiting until Regulus's items are collected. So I don't want to twist somebody's arm, but can we just fast forward until a time is such that those items are found?
So
Yeah.
we're also waiting on the message from. The name escapes me.
Planaben.
Thank you. All I
I
could
would
think was
also.
Peregrine.
I would also like. Is Fern the only one that has the message for the sending spell?
I think so, yes.
Okay. I would like Fern to send a message to Cirrus Deacon for me.
Like, now?
At some point in the near future.
I mean, I can try. I just don't know if my magic is working right now. Because I've been messaging Dimitri every day and he hasn't been responding. And there was that big weird surge right at the time when Baldara came out. And I kind of haven't been doing much of it anyways because I was kind of worried that I have made the gods mad.
Only one way
I'm
to
just
find
gonna
out.
completely skirt over all of that and say, well, let's just give it a try.
Okay, right now.
This is
I
why
don't know
Sylvia
if
and I are going to get along.
I don't have the heart to tell Fern Dimitri might be dead. And it probably is dead.
You shouldn't tell her that. Yeah. So write down what I should say, or I'm just gonna say a bunch of stuff and it's not gonna come out all good. And I know you're specific about what things should be said when.
Yes, I will write that down and let you know.
Okay, cool. After that, we're just waiting on rooms and stuff.
Basically.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the day, at least.
It's still the afternoon. You guys haven't done too much.
Sorry, spider.
I will be fast forward until the next thing happens.
Yeah, that's just all I was waiting for. And like,
Or I can be picking pockets, I don't care.
Let's fast forward.
I do have to wait for them to give me the sending message here, in case that changes what you guys end up doing.
Give him the sending message. I'm
Okay.
bored.
I would say something along the lines of okay, just a technicality here for sending. Does he know it's from Fern? Do I have to
Yes.
specify that? Okay, so I would say,
He has met
Is Fern on the
Fern
back?
or is aware of who she is.
well, I have he gave me his card or something, so I could contact him.
Yeah.
So I would say,
so
this is, Fern
so-
on.
For the magical properties of this, just give her the card,
Okay.
and
I would want him to know
that
it's
allows
from-
for responses and acceptances of sending messages.
Gotcha. I want him to know it's from Sylvia, though, so I'd say it's just Fern on the behalf of Sylvia. It has come to my attention that you have one of the aspects of creation. How do I want to say this?
Can we have it, please?
The aspects are vital to resealing Valdara. Oh, do I trust him enough to say that, though? I mean, I guess he did help us during the siege.
You could say it's vital to a highly secure mission that my friends and I are trying to
fair
accomplish.
enough. Okay, it's obtaining them is crucial to a highly important mission my group has been sent on. I'm not sure if you're still in the city. Please reply.
I'm writing.
Okay. Is that your 25-word mark?
Let me check how many words that.
I don't know. I wasn't writing it down.
Who are we sending this to?
Okay, I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You're gonna go way over.
Okay, I need to shorten it down. Okay, so turn on the behalf of Sylvia.
You could get more words if you didn't care who sent the message.
I think
I'm
he
sorry,
isn't gonna
behalf of
reply
Sylvia.
if he doesn't know
7
who Fern
words.
is the problem.
You could say Sylvia via Fern.
Yeah, that's true. That's quicker.
Heard you had
You have aspect of creation, obtaining.
Oh, good. Please do send that in the chat.
You could say,
My shorthand skills are not good.
"Dear Sirius, meet me behind the bleachers. Love, Sylvia. Teehee."
Do you love me? Check yes or no.
Oh,
Try not to recreate one of your letters to my sister.
Hey, the letters to your sister were beautiful.
damn.
Yeah, and you got just as beautiful responses back.
yeah, she
Yeah.
literally
Oh,
Beautiful,
bird.
cold responses.
never responded and then died.
Yep.
You responded to one of
That's
them.
That's what I call being left on red.
God damn. You guys are vicious.
We wanted to date Gorfrak so little that she went and died.
Okay, I'm posting this in the chat. Unless
Okay.
it's easier for me to just read it.
No, just post it in there and I can look at it.
Okay. Okay, I will.
Just imagine that it is in. Do you want me to read it in Fern's voice?
Yes.
Yep, you have to.
Oh, Lord. I'll try to cast the spell and I'll say, reading off of this note that I have. Sylvia via Fern, I learned you have aspect of creation. Obtaining them is vital for mission. Not sure if you are still in Lux. Is that all?
That's all
Okay,
I
bye.
could fit.
Yeah, you cast a spell. You
Does it work?
wait a little bit, and you don't get a response.
Might be dead.
He didn't respond. I told you this would happen. Something's fucky with my magic.
That's fine. I just wanted to try since I don't have the spell.
Right, sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. Well,
Should we return to the castle at this point to see if they have Regulus's things?
probably.
Well, I think we can kind of slide to what you want to do next. In this case, it seems like you want to go through Regulus's things. That'll take 2 days. You're good with that.
Whatever.
Yes.
gets us going.
I'm just making sure. I just want to make sure that's...
Not like we can say no.
Well, in case you're like, I don't want to do it anymore, we're just going to leave. Yeah, so you're able to get 3 days to stay there, and then after that point, they're like, you need to leave at this point because we're moving everything out from the city as it is. So you can't really stay here anymore after that 3rd day. So they have you reconvene.
Is everyone vacating the city, basically?
Yeah, they're fully abandoning it. It becomes very evident, especially over the next few days while you're waiting, that people that have money are leaving. And much of the middle and upper infrastructure just isn't supported anymore, to where it can actually like sustain any large size population. So most of anyone who doesn't have money is just pushed out into the slum outskirts of the city, which has basic city infrastructure, but can't support the actual population there. So a lot of people are just leaving.
Question.
Yes.
If people are leaving anyway, can we find a somewhat not destroyed house and camp out in it for a couple
could.
days?
You like
Okay.
Yes, but it's not.
there's like
gonna be
Sylvia's
nice.
old home it's completely abandoned.
But it's also basically destroyed, isn't it?
I mean, there's portions of it that are, but not every room is.
Sylvia doesn't like camping.
Aren't we leaving here?
That's why I'm
after
trying to
we-
get a building in the city.
Was that Gorfrak?
Yes. Aren't we just leaving after we investigate his stuff anyway?
That was the plan.
What's the point of staying in an abandoned house then? Let's get the information and go.
I thought we were waiting for the funeral, which was going to take place in a week.
Not
Not
here.
unless.
It's
Oh,
in another city.
j'ai compris. I got you.
Don't funerals usually happen like ASAP because you don't want the body?
The body
to, like,
rots.
Yeah.
There are spells like gentle repose, which can stop that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That makes more
It's
sense.
called magic. They can just do whatever they want.
I was gonna say, I guess this is a magical world, but for some reason popped in.
Yeah,
And also,
there's
it
spells
doesn't
that
double
delay
thing.
that. It's also more of like elf culture.
Gotcha.
That it's kind of a big deal, so they're trying to make sure everyone kind of gets around. And again, this is a state of emergency time frame right now, so
Fair enough. We
People
can
kind
move
of-
on. We can move on. It was a dumb question.
Wait,
it's
what
not.
question did you ask? I missed it.
Why they didn't have the funeral sooner, but this is
Gotcha.
dark content.
Okay.
We don't need to sit on. We're good. Let's move on.
Yep. Okay.
Uh,
Oh, we have to head to Wolford then, so we got to get out of the city anyways.
Before we run away, did we get a message from? I know her name's not Parabin, but again, that's the only thing I can
Parabin.
think.
yeah, it's Ponabin, but
Ponabin.
yeah, you get it on that second day as well. I was gonna resolve the object looking first, and then you can kind of do what you want afterwards. So you take some time, and they take you back actually to the exact same room that you guys did your meetings in. It seems
my
like this is
God.
the only room that they kind of secure to a relative extent. It would appear anyway, or at least when you're there, they have specific designated rooms you go to do specific things. For example, it lets you keep your room, for example. But then, if you want to go around the castle at all, it's like you can go into the library, you can kind of go to the Great Hall a bit, but always someone keeping an eye on you. It isn't long before the spy master comes, and she is carrying a little just like box, a crate of things. And says, "Hello, everyone. Here's this junk. Feel free to go through it. There's a bunch of letters in it. Read them if you want. They are copies. They are not the original copy. So you can do whatever you want with them. As well as his journal. We had someone just make a duplicate for you.
I'm shocked he would leave that behind.
Yep.
Yeah,
Don't think we were planning on leaving,
That's
Sylvia.
true. That's true.
We did kind of foil all of his plans to kill his father and his older brother. Or one of his... No, hey, he killed his brother. Never mind. We at least saved his
Yeah,
father.
he failed to kill his brother. Oh, wait, he actually did that. Oh. Yeah,
his
so
father.
she turns to Kai, hands you the box, and says, "Well,
An
good luck.
arrogant to be brave. Gee, thanks.
Have a
I
good whatever. I got things to do." And she just walks out.
God. I
Damn.
there is like a table or something. Is there a table or something in the room? That I
Yeah,
can
there's
set
like a
the box
coffee
on?
table. Like there's plenty of tables in here. Some of them had decorated books and things on it. You can just wipe the stuff off and just start working.
All right, we head to a table, set the box down, and start pulling stuff out, trying to kind of organize it into like papers and things that might be important, and then crap, whatever doesn't matter.
Yeah. For the kind of help you guys out here, you kind of have a few different sections of things you can kind of investigate here. You have one set, what I'm calling letter correspondence A, B, and C. There's a box of trinkets, which is a various like baubles, things, random assortment of junk. A book journal, some different assorted clothes. It doesn't look like it's its entire wardrobe, which would be weird, but it is just like specific pieces they just kind of gave you. And some books, specifically 5 in total.
What are the titles of the books?
The first book is called Tactical Basics, The Art of Riposte by Elizabeth Respia. The next book is Sean's Guide to War, like SHAN. The next one is Steel Drop's Lessons on Speech. The next one is Toland's Guide to Marverona, Volume 4. And then The Glamour of Magic.
Can I flip through a book like to check if there's any notations, like any pencil marks, writing that's not that bad guy made?
On a specific book, or just you're checking all of them?
Start with the first two, because they're both like tactical books, aren't they?
Yes.
Is there a chance I read them in the library, since that's mostly what I studied when I was at Meridian?
You have specific ones, like passages memorized. These are very common books that, specifically the Tactical Basics. It's listed in a series that Elizabeth wrote. Very popular. The Guide to War is another very popular one. Again, very read frequently between a lot of strategists and tacticians. But it seems like he does have notes and notations. A lot of it, you see, underlines passages, circles things. It doesn't seem to be related to your knowledge.
Okay. What about the rest of the books?
Very similar, except, yeah, they're all very similar.
Except?
Yeah, I was reading through my things and I'm like, is there an except? And there wasn't.
Okay.
Right. Fuck reading. I want to play with the trinkets.
Okay.
Investigate. But also play.
Yeah, and while you're investigating, you also need to roll to investigate.
Right, I knew that. I played D&D for how many?
Yeah, and if you want to, Faith, you also roll investigation. That might give you more insight.
I'm gonna help Fern with the trinkets.
Okay, roll again, Fern.
Thanks, I have a -1.
Also 5. This is very much a box of junk. A lot of shiny pieces of junk in here. It looks real good, but nothing too exciting. So Kai, again, a lot of the books, there doesn't seem to be a lot of extra information in there. Just so then, for some extra detail, the Guide to War is about how to conduct and win a war. The Lessons on Speech is written by Kenku, about how to speak eloquently. The Guide to Marvona is about religious history and implications within society. And then The Glamour of Magic is an old arcane textbook on enchantment and illusion, and it seemed to belong to a man named Orem.
You don't say.
Is that supposed to mean something?
It does mean something, at least to Sylvia, because if Regulus has a book that belonged to Orem, that implies they might have been in cahoots.
Wait, who's Orem?
Do you care to
Orem
share with
was,
class, Sylvia?
Or, well, the others would know if they remembered. So he was the guy in Gloom Portal that let us use his teleportation circle.
Oh, yeah.
So he's what, like third in line for his family? I can't remember. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
think he was
pretty
the heir.
totem pole in his family.
Good
Yeah.
damn memory. What the hell? How did you remember that?
I
Was
don't
Kaya
know, but I
vocal-
did.
Was Kaya vocal about the content of the books?
I have a feeling, Kai, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but you seem, with the amount of interest you have in books, you just would be like, describing what these are.
I'd also be like, this fucker wrote in books.
I
Yeah.
would like to hone in on the guide to Monrovia. I don't think that's what you said.
Marvornia. It's the
Yeah.
continent.
Don't forget there's letter bundles.
Can I do a religion check on that book?
Yeah, roll religion. For your investigation, Fern, like I said, it's mostly junk. You don't get to see anything
Oh
of
my
value.
God.
Traditional value.
That hot
Values
one.
So,
different.
Torn's Guide is a unique type of encyclopedia guidebook. It's not written by druids or people that know druids or understand nature in any way. So when you read through this, there are names, people, references to things you have no idea and understand.
Okay.
Anything else you would like to do?
Can we look at the letters?
Yeah. Which one do you want to? You got A, B, and C. Which one do you want to start with?
C.
Start with C. All right. Roll an investigation check because these are a bunch of letters that are jumbled and don't really have any particular timeline. So we're seeing if you can put all the pieces together here.
So, and the flipping off wasn't at you. It was at my dog who woke up and was like, bitch, what?
Of course, yeah. Incredible. Okay. Yeah. So I'll have a passage that I'll be showing on the screen here. So get ready for that note here in a second.
Which screen?
No, just like on
Okay.
Foundry, you'll see it.
Yeah.
When I pull it up. So this was C. Show to players. Did everyone get to see it? Yes. It did. Okay, so one thing is one thing that you see in it is there is a person named Arcanus Belzewin. She seems to have mentioned that she lives in Nartorim. Halfling tinkerer. Is attempting to create a device that is able to harness divine power through like objects. And the project is almost complete and it would be given to him at a later date.
So, based on this information, and I apologize if we already knew this, they wanted to harness the power of the Valdara.
This is new to all of us, Faith, just so you know.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
Good.
Yeah.
So, as someone who's, first of all, not stupid, second of all, a tactician, I assume it's not that big of. Sorry, I assume it's not that big of a leap in logic to say that they released Valdara with the intention of using this, whatever the hell device it is, that's going to be used to harness divine power. And that, especially coupled with tactics of war and all that. So at least kind of we now know maybe a bigger piece of his plan.
That certainly makes sense. He clearly was intent upon taking the throne since he killed his brother and was trying to kill his father.
Mm-hmm.
And if he was expecting civil war, having divine power to support him would be good.
You guys are really smart.
So
And
wherever this, sorry, oh, sorry, my back. this Arcanist, whatchamacallit,
Belzawin.
Belzawin. So, remind me where you said they lived?
Nar Turim. I'll put it in.
Where's
Foundry
that
here.
on the map?
It is in the mountains.
When
Found
we
it, thank you.
leave, would it be worth it to? I'm trying to decide if it'd be better to see if we could go visit them in person or to see if we could find anyone who knows them here or on our journey in general. Anyone else care to chip in? By anyone else, I mean Sylvia or Brad. No offense, Fern and Light.
You know the answer to that.
We're on it.
I can figure things out too, says Lionrith, who's been pretty quiet up to now.
He's been here.
Battling with his own internal demons of being the son of a evil goddess.
In that case, Lionrith, would you care to share what your grand plan is?
I don't know, but I can come up with great ideas.
And that feels real.
Oh, he knows nothing.
Listen, I've traveled.
In that case, Lionrith, would you be terribly offended if, because you didn't know, me, Warfrag, and Sylvia worked on the plan? No. Burn, put your hand down.
I guess you guys can.
Thank you for your blessing. Fern, do you have anything worthwhile to contribute?
Yes, Narturim is to the east of us, but everything else is to the west or the south. It's not in a direction that we need to go. If you bothered to ask me, you would know that I've traveled a lot and therefore I know shit.
Thank you. That was very helpful.
Right now,
I'm gonna go help the Lionrith.
priority one is to get to Sylvia's hometown so we can pay our respects.
Let's gonna jump right in the middle of this conversation and go, I have nothing to contribute, but I haven't said anything in a long time, so I wanted to speak.
Thank you for your contribution, Let.
You're welcome.
It was pretty good.
Come look at this thing I found in the trinket box.
What's in the trinket box? Okay.
Well,
You can roll investigation on it if you'd like.
Apparently the ADHD is contagious. So we need to figure out if there's anyone here locally who would know Bellaswin or who knows anything else about Bellaswin. We need to dig up
The
information
problem
on...
is, the city is quickly becoming unlivable. We can try, but I don't think it's wise for us to spend much time on this.
You said that the device was supposed to be delivered to Bad Guy shortly?
Yeah.
What are the chances that it's already in transit here?
I do believe she wanted him to come to her.
Okay.
Mm.
So this is valuable information that we basically can do jack shit with.
While they're fighting over this, I'd like to open letter A.
Yeah, roll investigation.
I have to roll investigation to read a letter?
This determines what you get out of it.
Okay.
But you got what you needed out of it. I'm going to have a new set of notes appear on the screen.
I'm getting so good at taking notes today.
This is speaking to a man by the name
That's
of Duncan
relevant.
Altus. It has talking the discussion about the druids and with their appearance within the city. And he's also specifically with Regulus as you're going through his things. He's very interested in their capabilities.
Regulus is interested in the druid's capabilities?
Correct.
That's suspicious.
Because you can also harness other divine things' powers, like Ethos and Gaia.
Hmm.
Is there any chance that the device that we've been reading about in this last letter, in letter C, is connected to the druids as well?
Maybe.
I mean, Faith, one thing that we've discovered along our travels is that Druid circles and Gaia's influence has been like waning quite a bit, just in general across the continent. So I think this just affirms that.
Is this Altus food fellow a druid?
It's not a name I recognize.
I will say that you possibly could if you rolled. He is a druid.
Okay. Let me roll history then. Do I get an advantage since I'm also a druid?
You get advantage on nature, not history.
Okay.
The name doesn't catch your eye.
Can we inspect letter B?
You can.
I say, have they all been investigated aside from B
No,
now?
we haven't looked at
Letter correspondence B has not been investigated. The journal
Okay,
has
I'll
not.
investigate
Clothes
C.
have not.
C
I'll
was the
investigate
first
journal,
letter.
too.
Time to play dress up.
I'll investigate the journal then after you investigate letter B.
the clothes.
So I assume I need to roll investigation again.
Correct.
Bitch. Sorry.
The letters are really weird. They just talk about random things. They're pretty disjointed. It is very like, how was your day? What was the weather? The weather was good. How was the ant? And then just like a lot of that. It doesn't make any really too much sense.
Are you
Is
not
there any-
rolling with advantage because of help?
Unless someone says they're gonna get help.
I thought somebody said, but I probably
Once prior,
I
but
don't know.
No one helped me try to recognize anybody, so being a
I didn't know I could. I would have helped you if I knew that.
head bitch
well, I
about
hate
it.
to say it, you're the only person who would be able to know this name. So
Can anyone help me and see if there's some funky code here? Or if he thought he was being clever?
Sure, I can
code?
help you.
you can either Kai can roll or Sylvia, you can roll.
What's your investigation stat?
2 seconds.
I think it's +3.
Mine's
It is.
+0,
Okay, mine's
so I'm not
+5,
helping anybody.
So mine's +5, so I can roll. Or no, +7. Sorry.
Yes,
Holy
please roll.
mother of all things beautiful. I'm over here at the lowest at -1, so.
Okay, we better know what it is now.
Yes.
Yes. So you're able to pick it apart, and you can definitely tell that this is a code of some sort. It'll take time to decipher. Specifically, 3 intelligence checks over 3 different days. It's not complex, but it still could be deciphered.
Okay.
All right.
But you do get the name that is used frequently, which seems to be who Regulus is speaking with, is called the Superior.
Dun dun dun. Sorry.
Mm,
Put it on the murder board.
Why do you think I'm taking so many notes?
To
Can I
the
use my
journal,
book
I
to
guess?
see if I can find this guy's name in my book?
You can roll and see.
History or what?
This would be history.
Okay.
Remind me at the end of the stream to turn off my blurry background and show everybody my murder board on the door behind me.
Let's pray that DC was 10.
Yeah, name does not appear in the book.
can I investigate the journal?
Yep, roll.
Okay.
+7 on investigation is absolutely
Wow. Okay.
I
I thought that was a 1 for a second.
14.
help her.
Just it contains
I'll
notes
help
about his
her.
day to day.
You helping me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we got the help. Roll again. Both of you are peering over the book.
Oh my gosh.
Gorfrak wasn't that big a help.
Oof.
I don't know how to read, apparently.
Yeah, just notes on his day-to-day. That's all you get.
Can I help?
You can only help once.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I mean, while they're doing that, I was going to dig through the clothes and definitely not put any of them on just for fun. But maybe do that. So
Yeah, they're
Can we search
mismatched.
the-
Like, there's like one boot, not two. That sort of thing. There's
But
also
if you
no way
wanna
to
help me
actually
with that-
identify if it's his clothes or not. They're just a random assortment of clothes.
Can we?
Len, you want to help me with that?
Sorry, couldn't find my mute button. You want help from me?
Yeah, flavored as you and I are fucking around with the clothes.
Yeah, all right. That sounds good. What am I supposed to roll?
How about you roll 2 investigation checks? Because, yeah, better stat.
Oh boy. Alrighty. It ain't gonna do us much. It's a +0, kids.
Mine's -1, so, like, we're trying to be helpful here.
Well, those weren't terrible
That
for
sounds
what I
about right.
expected.
The clothes are just clothes.
Of course.
Kind of what I expected.
And trinkets is the last, right?
If you would like to look through it. Fern looked through it, didn't see anything, but you can also take your own eye to it.
Excuse you, I enjoyed them. Just because they weren't
Was
relevant
Fern
to
looking
the
for anything, or
search.
was she playing?
Debatable.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, I'll roll investigation.
She likes shiny things, okay? Like, if there's a vest with gold embroidery, you bet that's going in the bag of holding. I don't know.
No
if there actually
judgment.
is, just examples.
Damn it.
See just as much as her. They're lost shiny objects. Very pretty.
I found this clock. It's great.
So, have we gotten pretty much everything useful out of this? And are you
No,
two
because
enjoying your new
it's falling.
clothes? Very good.
We can take this stuff with us, right?
Good.
Dibs on the shoes, dibs on the shoes, dibs on the shoes.
There's only like one
There's
shoe.
only one!
It's
Or we
still
could pop it
mine.
into the bag of holding, so we're not carrying around a whole crate of.
I'll
a-
note down Regulus's things in my bag of holding.
You can put it in the bag of holding, but
That's
just
true,
know
put
that
it in the
it's
bag of
my
holding.
shoe.
Whatever you say, Len. Cool.
All right.
I guess
Anything else you want
we're
to
done
interact with
there.
these things?
No, but while we're putting them away, I'm gonna tap Fern on the shoulder, and I'm gonna ask, "Hey, have you tried your magic recently? Like, I know it's been like 2 days since we tried it in the bazaar. You feeling any better?"
I haven't been using it.
Okay.
If you need something, I'll try.
I mean, so Sirius Deacon, and he kind of struck me as kind of an old dude who doesn't really care unless it benefits him, and so he may not have responded just because the message was weird. But I thought about somebody who would respond because we're like actually good friends. I think Ponaben would respond if she got a message from you. So what if
Oh
you
shit, that was something we were supposed to resolve.
Yeah. What if you just
After
sent
this.
her a message to see if she responds?
And DM, at this point, have we gotten a letter?
Yeah, you got it. We're going to resolve it after you're done with the box of things.
We're done with the box of things.
Yeah, but we're going to end today. Here shortly.
Right.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to wrap up pretty quick here. We've got people that have emergencies they got to get to.
Well, how about we wait one more day just to make sure nothing comes in?
Got a little quiet there.
How about we wait one more day just to make sure nothing comes in?
We can't hear you at all if you're talking, Addison.
Okay. That's weird.
That's weird because I can hear her.
And now I
I can
can.
hear you
I can
now.
I hate my computer. Sorry. Why don't we wait one more day, Gorfrak? Just to be sure.
Well,
Not because I'm scared or anything. I'm totally not scared.
I mean, you can always message me if you really wanted to test it.
I don't need to. I'm sure it's all fine.
Okay.
Just as a point of order to unconfuse some other people, the spells go off, as you're aware of, as in magical effects are seen and visible.
Oh,
But nobody's responding.
but nobody's responding.
So, that's where we're going to wrap up today. Next time we will see what Ponben has to say, and we'll continue your investigation through the city. So,
Honestly, next time we might just leave the city and get going.
that's what it sounds like. But anyway, have a good evening, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
See you, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.